Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. Whew, it is the start of a new week. It is Monday, October 27th, 2025. Wow, did we have an amazing last stream on Friday? Oh my gosh. It was perhaps the best stream we've ever had. I don't know. They're all so fun, but that one was definitely something else. You all showed up, showed tremendous support. We had the most amount of super chats and new members that night, the most amount of giveaways that night, and it wasn't our longest stream, but it was definitely one of the best. So major support, big gratitude from me to you. Thank you all so much for being here, for making that stream possible. I mean, it was something different in the air. I think all of the excitement that everybody had for Kirby Air Riders and that direct that we just got. Stuff like this, Star Wars Outlaws. Here's a demo for it, available now on Nintendo Switch 2. See what the hype is about, you know? Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, getting a new trailer looking stunning. The realization that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is coming out soon. Some of the shorts talking about them and having fun. You know, it's just been a lot last week. And I think some of that hype must have wore off and made the chat just booming with cool vibes, amazing conversations. I had a great time, and I hope you all did too. For now, though, it's a new week. So let's kick this off by opening up the pop-out chat and see who's here today. Hang on a second. That should do it right there. All right. Crazy Scoth is in the house. What's up, Crazy Scoth? Pokemon Fan 34 says hi. Hi there. Hyrule Warriors hype indeed. Small Little Man says hello. Surge Christopher Adam, hi. Hi. Crazy Scoth playing some Ghost of Tsushima right now, though. Oh, man. That was one of my favorite games of 2020. Right now I'm playing Ghost of Yote, and it's terrific. So take your time, have fun with Ghost of Tsushima. It's excellent. Not to spoil anything, but the deeper you get in the game, the more advanced your combat is. Oh, dang, you're going to have a good time. I was about to say Combat Evolved, which then brought me to think of Halo and Campaign Evolved coming out next year. Like, that was a big drop, you know? And it looks good. Last week just gave us a lot. Mario Master says, hey, Paul. Hey, Mario Master. Kai, soon? Yeah. We're getting all this stuff soon. Brody, hey there. Mario Master, maybe this will repeat. Who knows? Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if this week we get like another repeat? Roger Anyart with $2. No surprise. Who's here today? I'm all you need. Man, big thank you, Roger. One of the people who last week was responsible for our Friday stream being a monster, you know? Oh, I have an update, by the way. First of all, thank you so much, yet again, as always, for supporting. Gotta get this orange, though, for the month. Boom. I was saying last week, I have it here, that it takes a couple of days, but probably by the end of the weekend, I would have an update. So now I do. As of, hopefully this is live. This number I think is live. I don't think it's like, oh, every 24 hours. This number we have hit 6,446, 6446 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. After I hit 5,000, like between June 27th and July 2nd, because I had the 5,000 stream on July 2nd, it looked like after several weeks, this trajectory says maybe 6,000 will be hit by like the end of the year. Maybe December 4th. That would be pretty cool. Metroid Prime 4's release date. And no, 6,000 hit weeks ago. So it's like, well, hold on. If 6,000 was hit, what if 6,400 by Metroid Prime 4 Beyond date? No, 6,400 hit like a few days ago. We're at 6446. So now the question is, we've got like 38 days. Is this kind of growth going to continue? Because I wouldn't have thought 7,000 by December 4th. Yeah, no, that did not seem like a thing. I mean, just getting the 5, like for like July 1st or whatever, 5 months later to get 2,000 more? No way. The channel doesn't grow like that. It hasn't in the past. But here we're at 6446. So thank you all so much for liking these videos, showing up to the live streams, commenting, sharing the clips, etc. I really appreciate it. Memberships, though, this, I know it's not live, but hopefully it's accurate enough that it's like as of yesterday's close or this morning, you know. So, good news is, remember I said the highest we got before was 363? The good news is we broke that record of 363 and we actually hit 375. Not to say the bad news, but the reality is there were some people that chose not to renew. They're gifted, or maybe people that willingly purchased their memberships but just didn't renew, whatever the case may be. So we went from 375 down to 357. 357 is close to the old max of 363, though. It's only 6 away. So not counting the 375, we're only 6 away from the old top. But in reality is, it is, you know, a little bit down from the 375 by 18. But still, we are only 43 away now from 400. That's looking good. That's a really strong community. I mean, we've maintained that, you know. So thank you all. Let me catch up on some more chats. Small Little Man saying, Star Wars Outlaws graphics do look great for Switch 2, but Ubisoft games are a bit hit or miss. You know what wouldn't be bad is playing the demo. Try out the demo, Small Little Man, or have you already? If you have, what do you think of the gameplay itself? Because yeah, graphics are one thing, but that gameplay loop, story, voice acting, controls, fun factor, lots of other elements, right? Let me know what you think if you have played it. We want the channel to keep growing while we're enjoying the Switch 2 era. Man, what an era we're into. Where's Peach? Peach is in the other part of the house, but Peach got her nails done yesterday because they're getting a little long. She got a nice bath, so she smells good. Got her a little bandana, which she's showing off very elegantly. She's very proud of her bandana, looking cute. She's doing well. Let's see here, what else we got in here? Mario Master, Metroid Prime 4 shorts are awesome. Thank you. Ubaldo E, hello Paul, hello there. Dank Meme Center X has been a member now for 2 months. Big thank you, Dank Meme Center X. It was good seeing you earlier today on OJ's stream for a bit. Thank you for being here as well. Crazy Scott said, I tried the Outlaws demo, looked decent, but just didn't draw me in, got bored. Okay, at least you tried it, right? Pokemon Fan 34, I need something to cheer me up. You need something to cheer you up? The This will cheer you up, maybe, hopefully. Today in gaming history, October 27th, 2017, Super Mario Odyssey launched for the Nintendo Switch worldwide. Today in gaming history, October 27th, 2017, to pause, Super Mario so we'll do it one more Odyssey launched for the Nintendo Switch worldwide. There we go. Yeah. Super Mario Odyssey. Wild that that's 8 years old. Well, it makes sense. Nintendo Switch is 8 years old, and this was one of the early games in the Nintendo Switch's life. But, like, yeah. Excellent game. If you all want to see it yourself, there's the link right there in the chat. A little like or comment would help out Super Mario Odyssey, help out this video, get a little more action out there. I think it's at like 800 views or something. 834. Yeah, if it breaks 1,000, that'd be pretty cool. But hey, I'm happy that it's got that 800 that it does have. Yvonne Francois says, hi everyone, hi there. Low-key, they forgot about the NSO game trials aspect of the service. Been a while since we've had a game trial, right? Like a full-on release game trial. Those were pretty cool. Yeah. You could download a game, have access to it for a whole week, and then, I mean, if you beat it in the week, so be it. You beat it in a week. And for some games, maybe that was enough. But, like, that's a full-on, full game rental for 7 days. Not a bad part of that service. Will you ever play Mario Kart World with your viewers, Ubaldo E? I would like to say yes. I'm going to say I hope so, but the couple of times that I've played games while streaming, it just doesn't work up. It just doesn't work out right doing so in my living room. You know what I mean? Because I've got the TV 17 or so feet away from the couch. I've got my iPhone in vertical mode on the tripod so I could read the chat. And that setup doesn't work well. I'll probably eventually get that capture card, but even then I'll probably need one more thing, and that's a second monitor. I think I could figure it out, where to put it, how to do it. So I'm not going to rule out Mario Kart World playing with y'all, because that would be fun. I just don't have any immediate plans yet and need to get a couple of things in order to make it happen. So we'll see. That was a nice Mario cap throw. Thanks. That was fun. I will tell you, I'm a little sick and tired, but that's life. Sick and tired? Well, Mario Master, I don't know what's up, but I hope you feel better. Please bring Peach on. She might be able to come out later. How long did it take to perfect that cap throw? Not long at all. Like, first try. I think I took 2 takes. The first take, I took off the hat and I threw it and it launched perfectly. And I think the first one landed on Godzilla, which I have right here. I wasn't aiming for Godzilla, but I threw it and I think it landed just like this, and it was kind of perfect. And I think I did one more take. And then the second time, I think I aimed for Godzilla, or I aimed next to Godzilla, which not at Meta Ridley, but like between Meta Ridley and Godzilla, there's a little bit of a side space. That way I could have like the motion of it traveling a little bit farther. So yeah, just 2 throws. Both were good, but the second throw, I think the one you all got, it was a little bit of a farther throw. I kind of wish that you could have seen Cappy's eyes a little bit better in the video itself, in the thumbnail, because it's kind of cool. I've got the Super Mario Odyssey shirt, the Super Mario Odyssey game, the Super Mario Odyssey hat, the Super Mario Odyssey music. If you could make out Cappy's eyes a little bit better. The thumbnail would have been a little bit cooler, but it's still pretty cool. For those that know, you know. Oh, you're vomiting and have a headache, Mario Master. Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. I hope one of those things could help you. Typically, that's what they say: bananas, rice, applesauce, toast, to help calm down vomiting and headache. I mean, unless if you take some kind of medicine, plenty of water, that could help. Some small breathing drills might help lying down. Hope you feel better. Wow, then you must have a good arm. Yeah, I think I do. I can throw pretty all right. I'll be popping in and out of the stream. Thanks, Michael Gutmann. Limit screen time use. Yeah, a lot of like screen use up in front of your eyes could end up not being so good. Well lit conditions. If you had the chance right now to look at greenery, like outside, and like, ooh, look at some trees, look at some grass, look at some far distance objects, up close objects, sky time, scan around the horizon. Yeah, there are little things. Sometimes a headache is just stubborn, though. It stinks. And yeah, it's got to run its course, but those are the worst. The Cringe Prophet says, hello, PGN in chat. Hey, the Cringe Prophet. Good seeing you here. I'm Nintendo Prime, and I love Henry the Hamster, says Michael Gutmann. Yeah, but it's my username in this stream. It's not the handles. Get off the PC and don't watch anything. I have migraines, and looking at screens while I have one only makes it worse. Yeah, that's an unfortunate reality. I mean, if you are watching this right now on your smartphone, you could just lay down, relax, and hear, although it is a little bit different just hearing and not chatting with, others, or just unglue and try to sleep, take a little nap. If you're at the desktop, distance yourself a little bit from the screen, then it might make it harder to type, though. Unless if you have like a wireless keyboard. I don't know. Do what's right for your health, though, Try to take it easy. I'm Nintendo Prime, and I love Henry the Hamster, says, do you know who I am, Paul? No, I don't. I mean, I know what your screen name is, but I don't know who you are necessarily. Green light also helps with headaches and migraines if you have colored lights. Good advice. Always great to be on your stream, but it's beginning to be cold out there. Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's true. Will you do a Metroid Prime 4 on stream day 1? There are a couple of games I'm so hyped about that I want to play it live or talk about it. Show my opening, if anybody cares to see it, opening play session of the game. Part of me thinks going through like the whole Hyrule Warriors or the whole Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on stream would be fun. Like, not every stream would be a gameplay session stream, but I commit to the only times I'm playing those two games are live on stream. It would be neat to do, It would also make for some long streams probably, and probably quite a few of them, because like I'm really looking forward to playing both games. I want to play both games badly, right? So I don't know. But at least day 1, possibly. In a way, it's better than taking time from development to curate a short sample size of the game, which won't convey the vision fully, and delay time for quality assurance regarding those NSOs. Yeah. We have a troll in the chat. Kick him out of the stream. LOL. JK. More subscribers, maybe. I mean, so far, nobody's saying anything bad. No one's being mean. There's one comical name, but it's, as long as it's nothing mean or hateful, it's okay. It's okay to have a funny username. Little joke. Once in a while, we have a troll. But no troll in here right now. Carlton San, hey Paula, hey chat. Hey Carlton San, how you doing? Tabby's doing a podcast later. That's cool, Mario Master. JM Powers 83. Hello, Paul and everybody else. I'm not a troll. Don't blame me. I'm here a lot. Y'all know me. That's true. Don't make fun of my comical name. I was joking about the troll thing. You'll learn how soon, probably. You'll learn how soon, probably. You'll learn how soon. How soon what? When can Peach come on? Maybe later. I don't know if she will today. We'll see. All right. I'm gonna start a poll because this is something I'm curious about between these two specifically. Very good poll right here. It'll be very telling. Which are you getting? Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, both, or neither? Ooh, dun dun dun! Very excited to see this. What's your goatee for this year? Ooh boy, I've got to think more about that. I'll think more about that, but let me think about that with a guest, okay? I'll be right back. Oh, should we do it? Yeah, I guess we could do it. Let's do this one. We'll do this one. I'll come back with a special guest.
Hey, Simi Valley, your neighbor.
Nobody cares about ads right now. This is what we care about. I'll be right back with a guest. Maybe she will help me with what is my goatee. Oh, I love this song. This song's like one of my favorite songs in the whole world. Yeah, I like jamming to it because it makes me laugh. And it's so fun. It makes me want to just jump and talk about Game of the Year and stuff. Wow. Thank you, Peach, for letting us know about the Paul Gale Network song. That's so nice of you. Welcome. Welcome to the Peach Show. Peach has taken over. Yeah, it's PGN. Peach Gale Network. We're rebranding the whole channel. And the channel is just gonna be about me doing dog stuff. Like licking people's ears and yawning and stuff. And sometimes I have zoomies, you know. Sometimes I do zoomies. Yeah, I do zoomies, and I like to dance. I like Krusty Wusties. Oh yeah, no, those are my favorite. I like going outside. Did I mention I like yawning? Yeah, I love yawning. I do lots of cool stuff. I know how to do high fives, and I like talking about video games. That's just the stuff that I like, you know. I love this stuff. How are you all doing today? I think they're doing well, Peach. I wasn't asking you, I was asking them. Oh, Peach wants to know. They already know what I said. Well, okay then. Well, the chat's doing great, Peach. That's Peach for you. Try to bring her over for the stream, and she just feels compelled to take over the stream. Let's read some more chat. Oh, before I start reading more, the question that I was asked before I left. What's my game of the year so far? Good question. Tough one. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is my most anticipated. I have a feeling it's going to be a very serious contender, but I can't say it is yet, right? So far, I think in the lead position is Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I need to play some more of it, even though I've already beaten it and played a good amount of the DLC now. Hades 2, even though I've beaten it, there's still more to do, and even more to do than I think, probably. Split Fiction, beat it, close to 100% of it. I think I missed one little side mission somewhere in the whole game, but basically I have a full idea of what that game is. Phenomenal. Ghost of Yote, haven't beaten it yet, but I already knew in advance this one's probably going to be a contender, and it sure is. I mean, it is fantastic. I love Ghost of Yote. That's 4. I haven't played Clair of Obscure Expedition 33, but I probably should, because so many people have raved about it. I just haven't, and I don't know if I'll have the time or not. But those are my top 4 so far. I guess if I had to open it up, I mean, it's a remake, but it's a new game, and that's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. It's a new entry, you know, it's just a remake, right? But it's excellent. I can't count Street Fighter 6, I suppose, because it is an older game, just new for Nintendo Switch 2. So those are probably my 5, if you include Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 in there. But I have a feeling that, there are some games probably better, like Expedition 33. Just, I haven't played it yet. I just am going off of what so many people have been saying about it. Sounds like my kind of game. Sounds like something that I would put and give some high rankings to, or some good stock in it of, yeah, this is a title that I back, right? But I just don't know because I don't have it. Maybe it wouldn't beat Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 for me. I don't know. But Metroid will be a contender also. I could say Silk Song, but like I only have a couple of days, couple of hours of Silk Song, so it's not enough to mm, say yeah for sure for me. Well, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. I'm pretty sure that's going to be another one. So there's kind of my six right there, or seven if I'm keeping Tony Hawk. Let's see. Finding the time would be the issue. Only got a few days off for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Age of Imprisonment is mid-holiday rush. Got to be Bonanza for Goaty. It's Peach. Goaty is Bonanza. Nice. Let's get 30 likes. Oh, thank you, Mario Master. How many likes are we already at? Almost 30 now, right? I'm not sure of the number at the moment. I know I ask this all the time, but I'm always gone by the time you answer. Who wrote this song and who sings it? I don't know who wrote it or who sings it. My friends had it made for me for my birthday this last July, just a few months ago. They surprised me with it, and I think it's cool, it's fun, but I don't know who sings it, who wrote it, how was it made. I just know that they made it. Chair time, yeah. I'm catching up to some chat, as you can see. Peach, you hear Peach. Get me a copy of your schedule, says Nid128. Ah, that's true. W's in the chat for Peach. See, Peach, you got a lot of highs. A lot of people saying hi to you, Peach. You know what? We gotta pop this chat out a little bit bigger. Because, Peach, you got a lot of people that said hi. I'm a little behind. Pokemon Fan 34 says 27 likes. Nice. Sketches of Harmony. Hey, PGN in chat. Are we talking Goaty? Indiana Jones deserves a nomination. It's like playing one of the classic films. Maybe switch to motion controls. I think it deserves, in my opinion, to be nominated for whenever year its release is. And that is 2024, you know? I don't care if for some people it was too late or this or that. Calendar year, that deserved to be in it, and for many outlets, it either won or was nominated. Will it be nominated or count as a nomination in the GTA in the Game Awards this year? Maybe, maybe not. That's up to them. Maybe it deserved to be, and it won't because it's older and forgotten about. Maybe because it is older and it will be forgotten about. But I think it's a good enough game based off of what I've seen and what I've heard. You know, I didn't play it yet, but it needs to be in some type of conversation. You know, I'll be getting it for Nintendo Switch 2. I was thinking about reactivating my Xbox Game Pass Ultimate last fall when it dropped, but just didn't because my wife is a big Indiana Jones fan and we would have played it together like nonstop, but didn't happen. But I'll be picking it up on NS2. I think it qualifies technically for the Game Awards. Yes, it qualifies for this year's Game Awards because it came out December last year, and the Game Awards specifically has like a cutoff date of like late November or something like that. Doesn't mean it wasn't nominated for, you know, other outlets, but yeah, just not quite theirs. Tabby Cat Games says hi chat. Hi Tabby Cat Games. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Pokemon Fan 34 says no one has gifted. No one has gifted today, no, but we do have $2 already on the board. We're already on the board. Steak1024 says, hi, Paul and chat. Hi, Steak1024. Good to see you. I really wish they didn't include the timer in THPS4 Remake. You know, you can play in 2, 5, and 10-minute time frames, which does help a bit. But yeah, that's a little bit of a different piece that they didn't have before. Peach, can you dance? It's a little bit tricky for her to dance, but you know, sometimes she does on my lap. Egomaniac87 is here. Yo, what up, PGN and chat? Happy Monday. Hey, happy Monday, Egomaniac87. I missed my training today. That's the thing. Hey, chat. What Pokeball should I catch my shiny Fennekin with? Good question. I so can't wait for Kirby Air Riders. The gummies, says Tsukino Ame. Peachy is so cute. Should have her own channel. Yeah, I think she could. I think I'm caught up too. A little bit of a chair stream, yeah. Oh, I bet I could clear a stage in THPS4 in 10 minutes. Yeah. Tater Salad's here. Howdy, y'all. Hello. Dank Meme Center X says, there's better pool of games this year in general. Still to come, Kirby Air Riders Peak, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Dragon's Quest 1 and 2 Remake. For Mario Master, gotta be Prime 4 or Yote or Bonanza. Sketches of Harmony says, it's very cleverly done and the gameplay is diverse and engaging. Some people might not like the unique combat and puzzles. It's different. So well directed. Some classic scenes. Yeah, sketches. Expedition 34 or 33, I mean. Does sound very good. Dang it. I could totally pick it up. I mean, it came and went, was raved about. I was always curious. I still might pick it up. A little part of me says I'm stacked as is with what I'm doing, that I don't know if I would give it proper time. Part of me says I could wait till a later time and maybe it come to Nintendo Switch 2 next year and have that extra availability of playing it on the go. Could be fun. We'll see. I'm sure I will eventually play it. Cosmic Invasion, Tater Salad. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, I'm getting Cosmic Invasion. Whether it's the Streets of Rage 4 that we got, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. These old school classic beat 'em ups done with, modern visuals, kind of, and a little bit more bells and whistles thrown about, have been really fun. I'm looking forward to Cosmic Invasion. Nintendo cooking right now is a bit understated. Yeah, they're doing extremely well. December 4th, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, yeah. Let's watch GTA San Andreas short. Yeah, let's do it. See you around like a donut, Carl.
Oh shit, here we go again. Worst place in the world, Rolling Heights, Baller Country.
Today in gaming history, October 26, 2004, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas launched for the PlayStation 2 in North America. See you around. That was a fun one. That was a fun one to make. You know what? I'll drop it here. If anybody wants to watch it, hit a like button on it. Drop a comment. I'm grateful. There you go. That was cool. Indie is free on Luna over Cloud with Prime subscription right now, actually. Expedition 33 does look super cool. Probably will get a bunch of rewards. I think so. For the cringe profit, Expedition 33 is definitely my goatee. Is there an actual difference between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of Cosmic Invasion? Probably aside from resolution, no. I'm so stacked with games and such a big backlog already. I may not play Expedition 33 until after Grand Theft Auto 6. I know. Sweet, short, nice. Tater salad. Thank you. Michael Kootman, welcome back. Yeah, Carlton son. GTA 6 is going to be such a big deal next year in May that I really wonder who's going to release a game right before it or right after. Because that's a game that's going to monopolize a lot of people's time. Now, if I like a game, regardless of if GTA 6 just came out and another game less big is coming out within proximity, I'm going to pick up that other game regardless, you know? And in some cases, I would prioritize a game over GTA 6. Like an Ocarina of Time remake, I would play that over GTA 6. A brand new, highly ambitious Star Fox, that would win it too. A brand new 3D Mario, that would also win it. But even if it's something a little bit smaller but cool, I'm not going to only play GTA 6. I will have my main game in probably Grand Theft Auto 6 that I'm really going through, making the rounds, but I would pick up whatever other title, you know? By the way, we've got 29 people watching now, 28 likes, and the stream is still pretty young. I'm going to close the chat though, or the chat. I'm going to close the poll. Before I do though, which are you getting? 44% Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, very strong. 31% both Metroid and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. 9% Hyrule Warriors, 16% neither. So that's a pretty strong 75% of the chat is getting Metroid. 3/4 of this current audience. That's healthy. And 40%, which isn't bad, is getting Age of Imprisonment. Only 16% are not planning on getting either. Pretty healthy, you know. Not as good of a representation as if we had, 10,000 people polled right now, but for what it's worth, that's good. I can't believe people are complaining about GTA 6 being 30 or 40 frames per second. I could care less. But you all know it. You all know it by now, how I feel. Solid 30. I'm good. All done. No complaint from me. Do you think GTA 6 will launch with the online mode? I wouldn't mind if it doesn't. Just give me a jam-packed single-player story experience, maybe with an unexpected two-player co-op mode, because my wife and I had so much fun with GTA 5, just sitting on the couch together, playing, switching the controller back and forth, going through the whole game like that. But how much cooler would it be to play GTA 6 together at the same time, co-op, right? GTA games get old for me fast, but happy for y'all fans. Have been waiting for a while, true. I'm more than fine playing any game locked at 30. Yep. Assassin's Creed Shadows coming to Switch 2 December 2nd. Yes. Mario Master confirming 30 likes. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. The best one was Majora's Mask. Oh man, that Majora's Mask was so fun. San Andreas is the one with hot coffee, right? Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, good. You like the editing on my shorts, thank you. The cycle of violence says 30 frames per second is totally fine, but I definitely get the people who need 60 for, say, like a competitive multiplayer shooter. I mean, I had so much fun playing GoldenEye 007 and Perfect Dark back in the day. No complaints, you know. It was fun to get the stutter. We thought it was fun to get the stutter because it felt like we were pushing it with all these proximity mines and rocket launchers and bots in Perfect Dark's case, all in the Felicity stage, which was a recreation of the Facility stage from GoldenEye 007. That was fun. I played Prime Remastered for the first time this year. It was amazing. Heck yeah, Juan Emma. I'm glad you liked it. It's an amazing game. I think the dog is snoring. She is. Hi, Lily Young. Was that Mrs. Paul Gale in the GTA short you made a while back? Yes. In the GTA 5 short, yes. Every game should be 60 frames per second now. Let's do the Majora's Mask one. Here. If you haven't seen this on your own and want to throw a like or comment its way, there it is. Otherwise, let's watch the Majora's Mask short together because some of you have seen it, some of you haven't. Let's do it.
Today in gaming history.
No.
October.
No.
Today in game.
No, where is it?
At least someone knows how to make it dance around here. Avavago!
I didn't do that on purpose.
Today in October 25th. Today in gaming history.
Why is
October
it taking
25th.
so... What happened to it? Oh, we'll do this one. We'll do this one.
October 26th, 11 days until the release of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
That was fun. Then we have Metroid.
October 26th, 39 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Hyped. Here we go.
Today in gaming history, October 26th, 2000, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask launched for the Nintendo 64 in North America. If you liked that video, please consider subscribing for more.
I'm glad y'all liked that. That was really fun. Perfect weather outside to recreate Majora's Mask, you know? Alright, let's read some more chats right here. Not feasible if they are pushing the fidelity scale. People are swayed by visual, then how smooth they can move some. It's dangerous to go alone, so spicy Mr. Tight White says, "Will Metroid Prime 4 have online multiplayer?" You know, we've had some boxes get released of Metroid Prime 4, and it doesn't show up that it's got multiplayer on it. Likewise, on Nintendo's website, under players, it says 1. Doesn't mean that there can't be some kind of surprise element, but the safe guess right now is that no, it doesn't have online multiplayer. I originally thought that it would be pretty cool if Metroid Prime 4 Beyond did have multiplayer, because it could bring in a little bit of a different audience, or people that, you know, would be playing it longer than just the month or so, kind of like that Splatoon effect, that Fortnite effect of, hey, it's seasonal, things change. It would be Nintendo's alternative to Splatoon, and it'd be a 2D, not a 2D, a teen rated online multiplayer shooter, right? But that doesn't seem to be the case. It looks like Retro Studios just spent a lot of time making an ambitious campaign with a lot of variety, probably in stages, in weapons, combat, boss battles, making the game work on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, taking advantage of the latter, and that it's not a multiplayer game. But we'll see, you know? Possible. I just wouldn't bet on it at this point. A good feeling 30 FPS versus a core 60 FPS is noticeable. The minute people want more is the doom. Not everyone's eyes are equipped for 60 FPS plus. You know, yeah, if it's a solid 30 or a solid 60, I'm okay either way. Even in a sports game, even in a first-person shooter, even in a fighting game, solid is solid for me. I'm good, you know? Isn't Metroid Prime 4 going to be able to run at 120 FPS? I can't remember. Yes. I played it at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in LA at 120 frames per second in 1080p mode. How I'm going to play it at home when I have the chance, I'm playing it in 4K 60. Easily. Answer the question, Mr. Buster Brown. That question was answered. Regarding the multiplayer, we'll see. Lily Young, member for 1 month. Thank you, Lily Young. Lily Young has got that nice Ryu emoji next to the name. Looking good. That badge. That's a cool badge. Mario Master stoked for Halloween. Tater salad. Will you have a Halloween stream? Halloween is on Friday, right? Maybe. I do have to show this year's Halloween pumpkin, which I'll be carving in a couple of days. So maybe that'll pop up on stream or some other way. Alexis does Roblox and Go Animate. Hi, PGN. Hi there. Sketches of Harmony says, I was thinking some 2D parts of MP4 could be a cool surprise, especially with a bike. I was thinking that 2D bike sections could be a thing too. Like going from front to back, but in tight corridors, could give me my Star Fox high impact, fast racing desires. Coming at you here. It could do something like from Crash Bandicoot or Uncharted or Split Fiction. And straight up going into 2D could be pretty cool. Including 2D Samus Aran, just like how Mario and Donkey Kong have 2D elements in Odyssey and Bonanza respectively. Have 2D sections of Samus from the bike into, just her walking around. Would be pretty sweet. So I was thinking of that too. And I like your thought. I mean, obviously, great minds think alike, But yeah. That would be awesome. Sketches of Harmony. Dank Meme Center X says, I think some might not be aware, but even 343, aka Halo Studios, couldn't do both campaign and multiplayer component at the same time due to the sheer resources and the resource time that isn't there. True. It's a big undertaking. I mean, excuse me. The more ambitious and high quality you want your solo campaign to be, the longer it's going to take. If you're trying to do that, achieve both it and a big grand multiplayer, not just something half-baked put together, that's going to take a lot. Or do you focus on one or the other or both? Delays? Like, I don't know, but yeah. I'd be down if Metroid has a multiplayer mode. I'd play it for sure. How long would I play it? How active would I be a part of it? I don't know, but it would be fun. Can you notice a difference? I've never played a game in 120. You know, at the event, we weren't able to switch at 120 1080p to 60 4K, but I will try both at home to see if I can tell the difference. I'm pretty sure, though, that the 4K one isn't going to be just a resolution increase, but also be a slight bump in some other textures and visual effects. Yeah, there'll be some more visual effects in addition to just it being at a higher resolution in 4K. So that combined with the resolution, for me, it's seeing all the graphics, every little particle effect. If this has a pink explosion and this one doesn't have a pink explosion, I want the one with the pink explosion. And if that one's at 60 and 4K versus an explosion without the pink particle effects at 1080p 120, it's just more for me in wanting all of the visual bang. I want this to feel like a next-gen Metroid because I've been waiting the entirety of 8+ years for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, that at this point I would have been fine if it just came out on Nintendo Switch, but now that I have a Nintendo Switch 2, no, I don't want to play the Nintendo Switch version. I want to be treated to the biggest visual spectacle as I can because I've waited a whole generation, you know? So I'm cranking this baby up for graphics. 120 is handy for mouse mode, but I'll probably go with 4K 62. I see the Proplica Master Sword behind you. The Proplica Master Sword, yeah. I have it over here. The box is over there. It's pretty sweet. Will Luigi's Mansion on NSO have multiplayer support? Since it's the first Luigi's Mansion, no. Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3 had multiplayer support, but 1 didn't. Will Luigi's Mansion play well on NSO without analog triggers? I'm sure. There's a difference for sure, but it almost feels alien to me. It's too buttery. Do I have to be in a costume if there's a Halloween stream? I don't have a costume to wear. I mean, you don't have to, no. Luigi's Mansion is coming, yeah. Would have crossed their mind for sure. Yeah, I'm still waiting for DK64 on NSO. I think that'll come eventually. I think it will come eventually, for sure. Have you seen the Thomas the Tank Engine? Yes. Let's not forget Splatoon Raiders is coming soon. Yep. Tater Salad has played PC games at 120, and you can tell the difference versus 60 way smoother. There you go. Yeah, higher resolution, good. Better frame rate, good. Both better than one or the other. But when games have the choice, that's when we all win. You know, not every developer has the output ability to do that, but when they do, like Insomniac Games, they were really good about it for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Shinin Entertainment, they were really good about it for Fast Racing Fusion on Nintendo Switch 2 launch game. Game was awesome. It had so many different options if you wanted to play at higher resolution, higher frame rate with HDR on and this and that. And like, it's cool. I'm playing Switch 1 version. I play my Switch way more than Switch 2, mainly because I didn't want to play Switch 1 games on Switch 2. So Nin128, you're not going to take advantage of your Nintendo Switch 2 to play that version of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond? Sketches of Harmony. I'd like to try 40 frames per second gaming. Probably a nice baseline where possible. I choose PS5 for 60 FPS where possible, while I don't play handheld. Some games are less cinematic at 60 though. I love the atmosphere of Metroid games. Yes, I'm so hyped for Metroid. Was Rift Apart 30? If so, I didn't even notice. Nin128, nope, not at all. What was the nope, not at all for? Nin128. Rift Apart, it had a 30 FPS mode. It had multiple modes. It had 30 and 60. I played it in 30. Just crank up those graphics. Same with Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember switching that one back and forth, and I'm like, let me jump up and down. Okay, let me switch it. Let me jump up and down. Huh. Alright, let me switch to clear. 4K 1080. Okay. Let me walk up to my screen and jump up and down. Okay, now let me switch 4K 1080. Okay, yeah, I could see the difference, but honestly, part of it maybe is that I'm playing like 17 feet away on a couch with my family. 65-inch TV, good size, 4K. It's a clear TV, OLED. It's a bright TV. HDMI 2.1. It's a fast signal. That it's all good. Tater Salad with 5 out of nowhere. Is it safe to give out your Switch friend code to public, or can someone mess with your account? Thanks. Thank you, Tater Salad. Big thank you. Let me get your name on here, and then let me answer that. Ooh, Peach. Hi, Peach. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, Peach is still here. She was just sleeping, but I had to lift up my arm because she fell asleep on my arm and I had to type. So, Tater Salad, I would say more often than not, keep things private, right? DM stuff like that. However, if you're a part of a little community, I would say, yeah, such as right now, there are how many people watching live? 21 watching live. You might not know everybody. Maybe there is a lurker, but the folks that are here, pretty cool, pretty chill. Whether they add you or not, them just knowing your code wouldn't give anybody the ability to do anything with it, you know? Aside from sending you an invite, or if somebody wanted to be like dumb with it, hey, let me copy your code and just put it out there for everyone. Hey, spam this person, add them. Like, that's not going to happen, you know? So overall, I would say, yeah, pretty safe to do. No, they cannot mess with your account from it. But yes, you could get an abundance of requests that if you don't want an abundance of requests, then maybe don't. But if you're doing it here, yeah, go for it. Good question, Tater Salad. Yeah, you never know on the internet, right? Like, I've given out my Wii U friend code and Nintendo Switch friend code before on places like X and stuff like that. Far more public than, this little stream with 23 people watching. And I didn't experience any problems. Mario Master saying 3 more likes to 40 likes. Right on. Also, you could change it if you want. If you get too many friend requests, true. H Bond saying Peach. X Portal Leader X. What's the question? Any question? Nothing else matters but Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It's the biggest, most expensive, longest anticipated Nintendo game to date. Yes. The amount of people that they hired for that game from a variety of different studios for how long it's been in development at Retro Studios, a US studio where wages are a little bit different than in Kyoto. Dual launching. Man, I think we're in for a treat. People can't do anything with your friend code unless they want to make fun of you for having thousands of hours on Breath of the Wild. Hey, that's an honor right there to be in that company. Only reason I ask is my Xbox account was recently hacked on October 1st and it was ugly. Dang, that's no good. Sorry to hear that, Tater Salad. Yeah, if someone got like your email password, that could be pretty annoying. I know you all. Wahahaha. I'm an information vampire. Blah. When do you see the final marketing push for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond? Well, I think the push began on day 40 when PGN over here started the official countdown series, right?
October 25th, 40 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. October 25th
begins the marketing. And then you've got, 39.
October 26th, 39 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
And then we have 38. Excellent music in this series.
October 27th, 38 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Tater Salad is saying, I missed the Metroid short. Link, please? Yes, sir. Here is the link. This is the 38-day link. Tomorrow will be 37, which I filmed. Yeah, I have some plans for this series. You haven't seen all of it yet. You've seen a little glimpse of what the beginning ones will look like. They will slowly change. Yeah. Got some fun ideas. But dang, Meme Center X, the real question, like, when do I really think it's going to happen? I think at the 4-week mark. I think they'll give a 4-week hard push. Basically, when the Amiibo drops. The Amiibo drops November 6th, correct? November 6th. is 4 weeks. Yeah, so 28 days, 4 weeks. I think next Thursday will begin their big push. Tomorrow is the release of the Metroid Prime trilogy art book. And then next week, coming 9 days later, will be the first amiibo. And I think when the amiibo drop, they'll be pushing for the game. It's getting tight. It's a tight window right now of when they could still shadow drop Metroid Prime 2 and 3. So tight that it's like you got 37 days as of tomorrow. I could kind of see digital still happening, but could I see physical? If you're doing physical, you're getting really close to 4. Unless if you do digital and then like have 2-week turnaround time to physical for 2 and 3 and then 4, but like at that point it might be too rushed. So I don't know. The likelihood of 2 and 3 shadow dropping is starting to go down, but it's still not impossible. I'm not so naive to say it's definitely happening, but I'm not saying there's no way. Nope. No. It could happen. Music too slept on. Music's great in this series. Tomorrow, October 28th, marks the official beginning of Journey to Launch for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. If it's getting a direct, it's got to be in the next week or so. We're almost there, friends. We are almost there. Ex-Portalier. Dude, we're so close. I'm so excited for Prime 4. I'm a huge Metroid fan. I mean, y'all don't even see Meta Ridley, giant statue right there. But you will see it eventually. Oh, that's a little bit of a hint. Nin128 with the $2. No comment, but just a nice $2 dono. Big thank you, Nin128. I really appreciate that. And with that, we are a little bit closer to that to that goal of doing another giveaway. Friday was crazy with 3 giveaways. Jeez. Wild day. Boo Mini. Hey there. Amazon even has a Metroid cookbook. Heck yeah, tater salad. Take Meme Center X. It's still odd 2 of the amiibo drop with Zelda, but no Mineru. Mineru, she's got to come eventually. The Metroid ones, and that's why I'm like, maybe the Metroid amiibo will line up with something, Or maybe it's just Nintendo's advertisement like, hey, let's drop the amiibo. Let's start pumping out these commercials. Let's show off Paul Gale Network's interview with us at the Nintendo event and use that as a commercial, right? Did you see my DM about what I got? Says Brian C. What did you DM me on? Because I don't think so. If it's on Discord, I'll have to check later, Brian C. I don't know. Matt Weeks, member for 1 month. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Did you see the Kirby Air Riders mobile stats? The direct, yeah. Brian C. didn't get notified again. YouTube needs to do better. That's right. Sketches. One reason to hold off with Prime 2 and 3 could be to get more Japanese into Metroid via Prime 4. The psychic element might be part of that hook as those themes resonate in Japan. I want the game to do well. I want it to sell well. I really want this to be like a 7 million global seller. I would be ecstatic if it hits 10. But, dude, hitting 7 would feel like such a win for the series. Dread was terrific. and it moved like 3.2 plus. But to do 7 with just 2.3 times the franchise best selling, wow. Boo Mini with membership for 2 months. Thank you, big Boo Mini. Boo Mini moving on to that Green Ranger badge next to her name. Looking good. Brian C. Discord. I'll check that later. I just can't check it now. But I will check it later. I'm looking forward to what you got. And Sketches of Harmony. Yeah. I mean, releasing 4 first. Letting some time go by. And then before another 2D entry, release 2 and 3 or stagger them to give fans of hopefully a new, bigger fan base something to look forward to. I'll just tell you here. Okay, cool, Brian C. Oh, I got the last money. Cool, you got the Mummy. I got the Mummy demastered, the last Campfire, and put the last $3 towards Sea of Stars because I have it physically. Oh, with the $10 that you won on Friday, you got the Mummy demastered, which was on sale for like $4 or $6. It was cheap, right? The last Campfire, and put the last 3 towards Sea of Stars. Oh, that's super cool. So you're telling me that 7 of those dollars got you those 2 whole games? That means Last Campfire was only a couple bucks, right? Man, that's dope. That is super cool. See, good things happen when you come to PGN Live. You have a decent shot at winning a gift card. And what do with that gift card? You get some cool things. You get Ruffy and the Riverside. You get the Mummy Demastered. You get Hades. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Awesome, awesome. I can't believe the last time we got a Zelda game was last fall with Echoes of Wisdom. We're overdue. Have you been watching these Hyrule Warriors shorts, Boo Mini? They're pretty fun.
October 27th, 10 days until the release of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Carlton San says this is the place to be. Nintendo's All-Stars. Hi, everyone. Welshland. Hey, Paul. Hope you're good. I'm doing good. Thank you, Welshland. How are you doing today? Mobile stats. What are your socials? At Paul Gale Network. And mostly I'm on X. I'm on TikTok too. But X the most. Blue Sky as well, but if you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, you'll see me pretty often there. Yeah, the Hyrule Warriors shorts. Boo Mini, did you see the Majora's Mask inspired one? Oh no, sorry, not Majora's Mask inspired one. Did you see the Majora's Mask short for gaming history? What I meant to say is the Wind Waker short as the inspiration for the 11-day countdown date to Hyrule Warriors. I'm still traumatized by the Bokoblin video. Bro, John Cena follows you. Yeah, he does. John Cena and I were in a commercial together. Here, this one we gotta play.
October 23rd, 14 days until the release of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
That one was fun. Let's see. There we go. J Views, what's up, Paul? Hyrule hype is real. Yes. The Hyrule hype is real. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year, for sure. When they showed that off at that Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, dude, I knew we were in for a banger of a year. Mario Kart Donkey Kong, Kirby, Zelda, and Metroid all in 1 year in a 6 month window. Yeah, we didn't get a brand new Mario game, but we got Mario via Mario Kart. Maybe not a whole new Kirby game, but we're getting Kirby Air Riders. That's a new Kirby game, just not an adventure game, right? Metroid though, new. Donkey Kong, new. Gosh, it's excellent, dude. So good. The real John Cena? Wow, yeah, tater salad. When did you and Cena get into a commercial together? Can you link it? Yeah, I can link it. We did a commercial together in February of 2017. This is a photo from the commercial that we did. Dang, you know so many famous people. Yeah, I've been around tater salad. I have a feeling Zelda's 40th will be miles better than 35th. I think so. I think we're going to have more. Do you believe we're getting an Ocarina of Time Link and Ganondorf Lego set? You know, Boo Mini. So here's my thought on that. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. She's a good dog. Some months ago, I was told next spring expect something Nintendo Lego related. Okay. Wasn't told Zelda, wasn't told Mario, wasn't told anything, just something. Then several weeks ago, when these reports are coming out that, hey, next March or next April, one of the two, we're supposedly getting a Link versus Ganondorf inspired diorama set of Lego in Lego with Lego, whatever, from Ocarina of Time. I was like, oh shoot, I think that's real. That's a real rumor, I think, because that lines up very well with what I heard. Expect something Nintendo and Lego, big or considerable or whatever, spring next year. Shoot. So Boo Mini, I think so. I think that Ocarina of Time Link and Ganondorf Lego set is legit. I don't know for sure, but if I had a guess, I'm going with yes. And what's it called? It just makes it a little bit more likely. I'm thinking that we could be on the verge of an Ocarina of Time remake, you know? H-Mon doesn't see John Cena in the picture. I know, it's just me floating there with my arm in the air. I was really excited for Hades 2, but man, I've been extremely excited for Age of Imprisonment, and it's going to be nice to have a whole month to enjoy before we get Metroid. Always perfect timing. Like, that. First of all, Hades 2 is phenomenal. Love it. But yeah, Age of Imprisonment having a month before Metroid is like very needed. I'll probably end up playing Age of Imprisonment twice back to back because on my play file, on my file, probably a good amount of the game I'll play by myself, solo. I'll probably have a good amount in two-player mode where like my wife, my son, or my daughter is my player two. And then I'll probably be player two a lot in my son's file, you know? And maybe my daughter's file. So I'll be playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors. Air Riders looks like such a feast for the single-player experience. I expect they will be hiding so much for their big games until a month before launch going forward. Honestly, $80 for a Mario Kart game and $450 for the Switch 2, in my opinion, is overpriced when you can get a better console for the same price and better games for the same price. Well, if you knew you wanted Mario Kart, the best way to go would be 500 because then you spent only 420 on the system and 80 for the game, or 450 for the system and 50 for the game. Or you could say it was a $60 game and the system was only 440. Hard to argue with a Nintendo Switch 2 with a launch lineup of games that were very comparable to their PlayStation 5, Xbox Series counterparts like Street Fighter 6 and oh geez, I can't think of it at the moment. Split Fiction but on this hybrid console, right? And then looking at what we're getting in the system's first 6 months, Nintendo Switch 2 is the best system on the market. And exclusives, not just Mario Kart World, but Hades 2. That's exclusive, not counting PC, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza, stellar. Hyrule Warriors, total hype. Kirby Air Riders looks so good. I'm happy. I'm happy. David Patterson. Hello, Paul and family. Hello, David. Welcome, welcome. Mobile stats. Metroid coming out right before Christmas is going to make the sales skyrocket. I hope so. It's cool that Age of Imprisonment has the co-op option. Yes. Tater salad. Peach. Yeah, she's a good baby. She's always gonna be a baby because she's just a little dog. Mario Master is back. What other console is $450? Yeah, I mean these days everything has gone up in price. Like PlayStation 5, you cannot get one for $400 anymore because the discless version went up. You cannot get an Xbox Series anymore for $300 because the Series S has gone up in price. 50 likes? Wow. That's awesome. Even if we're not at like 50 concurrent viewers, the fact that we've got 30 people watching now and 50 likes is really cool stuff. Big thank you everybody for the support. 50 likes today. That's a lot. That's going to help out with this video. Probably later have a little bit of a, oh, why did 50 people like this? Let me tune in for a bit. And maybe they'll only tune in for a bit. Maybe they'll watch a little longer, but that's pretty cool, so I appreciate it. Handheld that has amazing optimized performance. Yes, my son has been spoiled for this Christmas. Got him a Switch 2 with Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Tears of the Kingdom, Pro Controller 2, and a load of other games that my wife bought. Woo, Welshland, good for your son. That is awesome. Now, did you give it to him early, or you bought this stuff and like you're gonna wait for 2 months and then just bam under that Christmas tree you're gonna give it all? Like, yeah, it's for Christmas, but are any of them early Christmas presents, like 2 months early, or like no, that's way too early? You're saving it. Either way, pretty sweet. Paul, do you like to 100% your games, or do you generally not care? I like to for certain games, but for the most part, I don't. Titles like Super Mario World back in the day, yeah, I 100%ed it by getting like the special star next to my name and beating Special World and all that. Super Mario 64 got every star. Star Fox 64 unlocked every planet and perfect ranked everything on it, you know. Certain games with a big collectathon kind of vibe. The things that are significant or mean a lot, yes. Not every single thing, though, no. So, close to 100% in games, but not ever like I absolutely have to for this one, you know? Play though to get a lot out of the experience, absolutely. Good question. To be fair, the OLED costing $400 now is diabolical. It's rough. $350 was nice, and $350 being $100 less than NS2 was cool. $400, oof. $50 less than the next gen version, that's kind of pricey. It's unfortunate that Nintendo Switch and even Nintendo Switch Lite had to go up in price, you know. It's bought and wrapped. He's not having any of it now. Oh man, what a treat that Christmas morning is gonna be. Oh, your son's gonna love it, dude. It's gonna be a cool memory. That's neat. And for you too, right? Because you're gonna get to play it. I'm guessing you haven't been able to play any of these yet, right? Because it's wrapped up. I'm like that with Zelda. That's cool. If I didn't say hi, Nintendo's All Stars, hi, by the way. I think I said hi, but hi just in case. Brian C. I saw a video that someone did on battery life. They ran the test at launch and just reran it and got like 15% better battery life now. Seems like Nintendo may have optimized systems since launch. Very good. My son is 9. He still believes in Santa, but I think this is the last year though. Do you take the credit for Nintendo Switch 2? or is it from Santa? By the way, I apologize if the snoring is too loud, but she is conked out. She is comfy. 5 more likes. 5 more likes will equal how much? Let me refresh. OG Switch will be supported for a long time. OLED is a treat too. That OLED model is, is awesome. You have your own Switch too. Okay, Washline. All right, so you've been enjoying it. Good, bro. My dad told me that PS3 cost $600 when it released. Is that true? Yes, it is true. PlayStation 3 was $600 when it launched for the higher gig storage model back in 06. Yeah. $600. It was not cheap. And think about it. 600 then is more than 600 now. With inflation, the 600 then and minimum wage being less than made that a more pricey console than 600 now. I'll just get ready because the next generation systems are going to probably be over $1,200. I wouldn't be surprised if like PlayStation 6 has an MSRP of what's reasonable? 800? Xbox next 800? I think they're going to be $800 machines. Tariffs and stuff though, we don't know what it's going to be like. I think that a good time might be November 2027 for PlayStation and Xbox. Could I see Xbox try to get the jump and do one November 2026? Maybe. But Xbox is in such a weird place right now because they're going to be putting the games everywhere. So what is the incentive to buy an Xbox? I get it if it was 1 year early exclusivity for their games or 6 months, but if everything's kind of coming out, dang it, why do you get one anymore? I don't know. Kind of sad. Kind of sad because I like the 3 consoles. I like the 3 consoles having exclusives. I like there being a need to buy them all. That's cool for me. Soon it's only going to be Nintendo because PlayStation's already been putting their stuff on PC, and Nintendo will be the only one to truly say, this is where you come to play Nintendo games, that's it. An occasional thing on smartphone, yeah, but, that's it. When PS5 first released, resales for $1,000, yeah. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, PS3 was a failed console for Sony. I mean, it did like 88 million. That's a lot still. Just not 100 like their other ones, I got PS3 at launch. UK didn't have the native PS2 chip, but was still cool to have back compat. Yeah. Paul, your beard is snoring again. Pizza snoring, lol. PS5 Lite next year, I think. Lower power spec, budget price, maybe. As I asked about, they saying that is going to be a hybrid PC console that goes underneath your TV, but that's just the rumors, maybe. I owned all 3, but I just went with a PC and got rid of my Xbox and now just use PC and Switch. Yeah, good point, Brian C. I've got an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5, and a Nintendo Switch 2. And of course, Nintendo Switches. And like PS4, Xbox Ones, and stuff like that. Nintendo Switch 2 definitely gets my most play, followed by PS5, followed by Xbox Series X. I'm like, ah, why do I have to have it anymore? Why am I going to have an Xbox next year? Even Perfect Dark, like you can't even release Perfect Dark on Xbox Series. Where's my faith that you're going to bring Perfect Dark back? And like, if Perfect Dark was brought back and said to be an exclusive for next gen Xbox, yeah, I would buy a whole freaking next gen Xbox for Perfect Dark. But that's not even going to be the case. It's not even going to be. It's not even back because it got canceled. It's not even going to be exclusive if it does come out because their direction has changed to put it on everything. So it's kind of weird, right? Paige is a cute sleepy doggo. Yeah, she is. I still have the PS5 for college football because they didn't do PC, but hopefully it will be on Switch next year. That'd be good. I just like the game. I have all the System 2 and my PC, which got done paying off last year. Nice. Yeah. Well, oh, I will I will give you this. Let's see. Ah, why can't I search? I'm trying to search. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So this is the commercial that I'm in with John Cena. We spent 40 minutes playing 1-2 Switch and Breath of the Wild together. Here's me. This is the only footage of me they used in the John Cena commercial, but there is another commercial that they used more footage of me. Still not a whole lot, but since I saw that it was requested earlier, here you go. There you go. Here I am. And here I am again. So, despite being there for like 40 plus minutes, a lot of footage being recorded, I was only in the John Cena commercial for 2 seconds and the Nintendo Switch in Unexpected Places commercial without John Cena for like 4 seconds. But I'm super happy. I'm super grateful that I got to be in the commercials. I loved being there and getting to play Nintendo Switch a month early. That was a treat. Getting to meet John Cena was cool. Having him sign my belt, which is right over there, was cool. Having him sign my son's belt was cool. It's all cool. It was a great day. I think Xbox flagship PC will be the $1,200 plus, and third parties make the cheaper ones. XS can continue, almost future-proof and not selling at a loss. Now I expect the xCloud is streamed for the house versions. Well, possibilities. I heard rumors that Silent Hill 2 will be coming to Switch 2. I hope it's true. As survival horror is my favorite genre. Ah, that's nice. That would be good. Wow, I remember this commercial, but it was you. Wow, yeah, that was me. That's 2 seconds more than 99.9999% of people. You know, it was a treat. It's like close to you. Cena is there, but you can see him. That's funny. Remake that commercial, Pikmin style, but edit out John Cena. Re-edit the commercials or edit the pictures of me with him, but just take him out. Got to get back to work. Bye, everyone. Bye. By the way, Tabby Cat Games said earlier. Sorry. Tabby Cat sent this, which is her new podcast with Shiny Metroid Trainer. So if you'd like to check that out, there's the link. That's probably going to do it for this stream. We hit 102 minutes. I like that because we topped the Nintendo 64 minute mark, which that Nintendo 64 minute mark is always the mini goal, you know. We're gonna pause right there. Oh, we gotta pause. We gotta pause right there. We gotta pause right there. Yeah, that's gonna do it today. We had a good stream. Big thank you to Nin128 for the awesome $5. Roger Enyart for the awesome $2. Wait, did I say 5? Nin128 for the awesome 2. Roger for the awesome 2. Tater Salad for the awesome 5. No giveaway today, but hey, regardless, I really appreciate the $9. Excellent contribution from y'all. It's been a really fun stream. Thank you for watching the shorts. If you haven't already watched today's shorts or the ones that I dropped over the weekend, go give those shorts a like. Give it a little bit of a comment. I'd like to see that Odyssey one go up. Hit 1,000, you know? But for now, bye everybody. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Here's to some more good gaming news this week. Y'all stay cool, stay fun, and we'll do this again. That was a fun stream, but let's get to 50 likes before we go. Can we? Mario Master? But for now, what did we get to? We got to 46. It's pretty up there. Pretty up there. Probably as soon as I turn it off, we'll get more. Dang, Peach, you're snoring. Yvonne Francois, Mario Master, Roger Enyart, Pokemon Fan 34, Carlton Sun, David Patterson, Sketches of Harmony, Mobile Stats, Tsukino Ame, Tater Salad, Boomini, Brian C, everybody, Michael Gutman, y'all have a great night. Maybe I'll see you in Nintendo Prime stream, which should be starting in an hour.